Yo, stocks 5150. Today is what is today? July 14th. We didn't have no data yesterday and the market dropped. So they pulled back. I mean, a lot. The market just fell yesterday all day long. So last night Euro market came up and we're looking at it on the Fibonacci. So the complete move, I went a little bit higher, went from the 4 hour. Let's do it on the daily right quick. While I'm getting my mouse to work. So I did the expected move. I did not the expected move. I did the move from this original drop. This is the range win. This is the original, all that. So actually, if I take it to here, but right now, let's just stick with this. From here to there, which was that low, we at about the 50% mark. Now, if we take this up from the top, like this is the range that we've been trading in, the complete range from the top to the bottom. We're sitting at the lower end down here, and this really makes more sense. It's more logical because we've been bouncing between here, 50% pullback down to the 26, down to the down to the 23. Sorry, I had to put my glasses on. Well, we got a lot of data coming out. We have today we got ADP numbers that's coming out in a matter of seconds. And then at 8:30, we got core CPI month over month, core CPI year over year at 8:30. Then later at 10 o'clock, Kevin Walsh is going to be talking. The Fed chairman going to testify. That shouldn't be that heavy, but we'll see. So let's see what happens. Let's go to the 1 minute, zoom in, find out what we get with these datas. Yeah, we know we down. This that swing trade, so we down 5, but we've been up. Right now, we're up 1,000 for the day. Europe session. ADP job weekly employment numbers. Previous was 21,000. We got 19.8, 19.8, 19.08. So that's less employment change. So we got less people working. So this is lower. So this is not good. Yeah. This is from the private sector. But we know that. We know it ain't that many jobs. So estimated average weekly change in the number of employed people during the previous 4 weeks. So we went from 21,000 to 19.8. So less jobs. That means that the job market is getting weak. And so that kind of leans towards the Federal Reserve historically cutting rates. So let's see what happens with the CPI. So that actually might be good. So ADP numbers were, let's put this right here. Ain't much happening though for that. So we got very little reaction, slight push up, but very flat. So ADP 19.8. So less jobs, less employed people. If you got a job, be happy. Apparently, it's a lot of people that don't have one. Of course, there's a lot of people that don't have a job. But we're holding though because we're waiting for CPI. Core CPI is 0.2%. That's the previous. The forecast is zero point 0.2. Um, previous was 2.9. Forecast is 2.8. And month over month is zero point 0.5. And previous, the forecast is to be a minus, to be lower, to be a negative zero point 0.1. Year over year, 4.2. Previous was 3.8. Previous is 4.2, and we expect it to be 3.8. Something telling me there's gonna be more pullback. I don't know, man. I don't know. Today, a lot of talk, but this Fed chair seems to not be like Jerome Powell, so he might not be. Warsh seems to be more. reserved in his statements. Like let the market do what the market wants to do. That's basically what he said. The market, let the market interpret the data itself is what he said. So we're getting a little slight push. Slight bump. Put this on the 5 minute. Yeah, we got a slight push up, but we're still down below. We've been trading flat for since 1:30. Really, since we've been down pretty low. Got a little push up overnight, but flat. So let's see what happens. We will see. So I'm still in the swing trade, the swing. So at the moment we are down 5 on this. Been in this since July 2nd. So this is the longest trade I've ever been in. So this trade has lasted 12 days and not good. I mean, my P&L is down 5,000 down, 5,000 in the hole. So looking for a green day eventually. Yeah, I don't even know what the order is gonna be. Somewhere up here. I think it was 30,001 or something. I don't know, man. We're a long ways from that because we're at 29,603. Let's look at this though. 15 minutes. Put it on the 15 minute. What we got? Kind of basing right back to where we were yesterday. So overnight we recovered everything that fell, and we're just basing right along there. Like you see what I'm saying? So we're just basing. Still at the bottom range. Go to the 1 hour. We're still at the bottom range. Yeah, nothing special's going on. The lower level. This is my Fibonacci's. This is the 23.23. This is 0. So we're still down here on the bottom range. We'll come back up. Volume profile, PLC's right at the 50% mark. Or maybe the 61.8. I don't know. Let me see what I got this on. EOC on this fib that I drew is at actually the 38. So the 50% mark is, huh? How would I make that be the 50? Let me see what happens if I change that and make the PLC to 50%. That means that, boom, that puts that across to there. What is that lining up with? Eh, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that one. And that's because I'm going off of this complete move from the top to the bottom. So from the top to the bottom, right here. The top to the bottom. Well, technically, that's probably why. That's technically not the bottom. This is the bottom right here. So there it is. All right, so that's the complete range right there with a fib. And then that puts the PLC at 50%. Okay, okay. Make it right. Make it act right. Can't just be out here giving out the wrong numbers, doing the wrong thing. So we're sitting at the 38.2 in that range. We've been trending. Yeah. So we're still like in the mid range, the lower end, on the lower end of this fib. but stuck in this range all the same. And we've been in this range since, what is this? This is from June. Yeah, I definitely got in at the middle. Don't fiddle in the middle because see, I'm just getting chopped up. And I'm in as a long. I got in. It would have been okay probably if I'd have got in down here. Then this, I wouldn't be talking. I would be cool with this. You know what I'm saying? I'd be cool with this chop because my position would be better. But this is not good. So it is what it is, yo. It is what it is. Next time I'll do better, I suppose. Like actually speaking of next time, why don't we do that? Let's see what we get. No, 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 no. We're gonna wait and see what happens. I was about to be like, let's do a long on this December contract from here. But I got a feeling that we're gonna pop back down to here first. So we're not gonna do none of that. We ain't gonna do none of that right now. Because that would be doing the same thing. That would be getting into a position right here in the middle. And then the market drops and then I'll be kicking myself. So nah, we're not gonna do that. Let's stay focused on this one trade, on this one position, this one contract. Yeah. Got 5 minutes before CPI comes out. Countdown already started. Countdown already started. All right, if we get us a good run, man, and we recover all this in one day, that'd be perfect. My laptop is so hot. We're getting us a push leading up to it. Got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go. I'm looking up laptops, best laptops to trade on. Right now, I got an HP. Uh, I'm looking. This is Warrior Trading that do Ross. He says the Falcon F3, F15 laptop, blade trading laptops. These two are built for traders. He said the F30 is what he's using. Lenovo ThinkPad, Dell XPS 15, MacBook Pro. There's a falcon. I never heard of that, so now I gotta look that up. Oh, it's actually a trading computer. All right, so we're pulling back a little bit right before the data comes out. All right, so initial reaction is up. We got 3 seconds, two, one, pending. Look at that pop. Look at that pop. Whoa. 8:30 CPI. Let's go. Look at that pop, boy. Look at that pop. Let's go. Let's go. Man, I should have went long on that other contract. Let's go. All right, what data we got? Look at that skyrocket, man. That's crazy. 4K counting. Ooh, wait, let's go. Get it. Stay up there. Hold on. Hold on. That is a move, dog. That is a move. All right, what we got? Forecast is point 0.2 on the core CPI, and we got 0%. Core CPI, 2.8 was the forecast. We got 2.5, 2.6. Month over month, we expected a negative point 0.1. We got a negative 0.4. And CPI year over year, we expected a 3.8 and we got a 3.5. Those are all lower numbers. So let's see. Are we going to be able to base up here? Or is this just going to be a pop and a drop? I don't know. That's going to be the thing. What we got up here on this level. Up here, this puts us almost to the 50%. We didn't break above that. We could build because we got a base here. Small, slight. Eh, we could chop here. We could chop here. It's a little volume here. We could chop around in this area. So that's what's up. What did the poly market say? I'm not going to start doing that, but just saying, let's see predictive. What did it say? Commodities, financials, economics, bank rate, core CPI. Okay, so core CPI, what did people say? People, oh, here it is. So that was kind of, more people thought it was going to be higher. So everybody was wrong. Look at that. They were wrong. Lost their money. All right, so what I would like to see now is that we base above here. We hold this. I'm on a 15 minute. That we base above here. We just trade here, and Do away with all of that that happened yesterday. Boom. And just stay out of that. Bank earnings also came out, and I think the banks did good. So we can stay up at this level and just trade. That works for me. That really works for me. If we get here, that'll be perfect. But if we can just stay above here, stay above that 50%. Look at this on the daily. On the daily, that move right there pushed us up to above the 50. So if we can stay above the 50 and we just chop along here, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? We push on up and keep it moving. I like that though. CPI got me some money. That put me back. Well, I'm not positive, but I'm at two. Two is not bad. I can survive with two. I can close this position out and actually trade today if I chose, you know? So I could live with that. And I might do that. Uh, yeah, because I didn't trade it out of $2,000 hold before. But I'm going to hold it. That's what CPI was, and that's where we at. So CPI numbers, look at that. Oh, we're basing, making us a bull flag. Are we going to come down? That's a heck of a move, though. Heck of a move. But it negated, it erased all of that from last night or from yesterday, and that's perfect. So Kevin Warsh is going to speak at 10 o'clock. So we got to be mindful of that. And over on the other front, let's see what else we got going on. That's it. That's actually look like we're gonna retrace probably and come back down a little bit, but we're higher off that data, and that's good. So I'll log back in and check this out at 10. So we're pulling back now, but overall the data was good. So when the market opens up, this is the banks too. Remember, this is a pre-market, so not too many people are actually trading. So we'll see what happens when the market opens. So maybe we retrace right here, come back down here, bounce around, or we just come back here. That was our moment. We'll see. Stocks 5150. CPI, core CPI, 0%. Um, year that was month over month. Year over year is 2.6, and month over CPI month over month is negative zero point 0.4. What exactly does this stuff mean? The change in price of goods and services. Yeah, so they're saying that the price went down. Well, it is what it is, man. So let's go. Now we're starting to pull back and retrace, but it was a heck of a move. Heck of a move. See what the rest of the day holds. Stocks 5150.